Give me a second. Let me get this straight. You know, one thing I've learned that when you do go on your lives, make sure that you put up your participation mood. Just because you never know who's going to come in there talking some foolishness. But anyway, hi guys. Today is Reset Tuesdays. And you all know when we talk on Reset Tuesdays about all of those things that you should have done, you could have done throughout the week, throughout the month, for the last decades, and you just did not get a chance to do so. Hello, Jinx. Where you been, sister? It been a minute. Right now, I just finished up with the gym, and I am heading to get a car wash, okay? I decided I was not going to turn no apps on today because my car, it looked like a mess. When it rained, you know, all the extra dust that the car do get, it sticks on it and it just looked bad. And because I always tell you guys in this gig economy, you must go ahead and make sure that you guys are washing your cars inside and out. My car inside is clean. It's just that before I go to work, I like the outside looking clean too. It's like anything you do, you know, you want to make sure that you're not just talking the talk, you want to be able to walk the walk as well. So that's what I am doing. I'm going to talk the talk, now we're walking the walk. Okay, so we're going to get a car wash before I even start. Hi, Sister EFP. How are you today? Welcome into Life of Paulette. Today we're talking in regards to, I don't know what, you know, it's Reset Tuesday. So I am checking in to make sure that I'm focusing on getting car washes more often than I normally do. And because sometimes, you know, we can lose the low focus sometimes, and then we talk, you know, certain thing like, oh my God, the car this, the car the other thing, and you make sure you don't have no dirty, funky cars. And here I am with a dirty car. What are you cooking today? Oh my gosh, guys. Oh, what's for dinner, sister? I'm gonna have to come over. I'm starving. I just finished up a whole hour. Let me tell you all. So Sunday, I think the week starts on Sunday, and it should, right? Am I right or wrong? I think I'm used to my week starting on Sunday. So on Sunday, I did over my 10,000 steps. I just want you all to know that. And then yesterday, I tried so hard to get to 10,000 steps. And let me tell y'all, I was short of 1,000 and something. But your girl didn't have no more energy. I had nothing else in me. I ended up at like 7,000 and change, shy 100 for like 8,000 steps. If I had went to the refrigerator, maybe I would have got it done, but I didn't do it. I didn't get to 10,000 yesterday. Today I'm going to work on those 10,000. I just finished up with the gym and I'm starving. I did replenish my body after the workout. So I had my 2 eggs. I had my handful of nuts, which was some great fats, and I did not have a vegetable or a fruit today because I ran out of those. So, you know, it is what it is. Hubby is definitely going to prep that and take care of that. So what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to make better choices when it comes to eating. And like I mentioned, you know, just now, as you all can see my little dress, I don't know, look at all that. Go back. I went back to a few of my videos and I said, oh, why nobody didn't say nothing? Well, you know, I'm not gonna lie. Some folks in those comments, they were saying some things, okay? They didn't call me all kind of stuff. But you know what? Whatever. But I was glad for it. You know what? Because I went in the mirror myself and I was like, you know what? They're probably right. Let me go check on myself. And I did. I rechecked it 5 months ago and made better choices. And I'm starting to see slowly but surely that she getting all, you all see them? We're getting somewhere. Thank you, Sister EFP. What's she doing? She said she having some vodka sauce pasta with ground turkey. Now, I know you lie. You got all that yumminess. What? You can cook all of that. I love me some vodka pasta. I never had vodka pasta. The only time I think I had, I don't know if at, which one? I think they had, I think it's a vodka chicken, a chicken. But they do it out of wine. They do the wine one when they do some kind of like chicken sauce, and I forgot bourbon chicken. I had bourbon chicken before. That was pretty good. But girl, I'm not in the cooking lane. All my friends can cook. I just want y'all to know that. I'm that friend that will be like, I'll bring the salad. You know, I can buy the dessert. I can buy them, you know, whatever Costco have, we getting, okay? So that will be me. Can I throw it down if I have to? Yes. However, though, it's not Paulette Forte. You know, I prefer to make sure I'm the cleaner. So anytime there's a party, I'm going to entertain. I'm going to clean up. That's my strength. But when it comes to the cooking, she's not in there. So I see Sister EFP's throwing on her, you know, she's probably have a black belt in chef in that kitchen. But your sister here, you know, no, I'm not there. I'm just going to be entertaining the guests while everybody else doing all the hard work. But yes, guys, today is Reset Tuesday, and you know, I know yesterday I had a whole lot. I was talking about, you know, Sister Georgina, you know, keeping her family in prayers. I finally got a chance to see her, and who, you know, found out how old she was, you know, and it was me and my other sisters. We were just having a conversation, and I said, you know, the last video that I had where Sister Georgina was on there, that was the last conversation that we ever saw her on any chats. And I said, oh my gosh, I was looking through my videos. I was like, if she passed away about 5-6 months ago, then boom. And guys, I found that video. I found the video, and I was like, wow, man, she was live in those chats, you know, like always. And it just was a great memory to have, to know that I didn't know that was going to be my last conversation with her, but it was great to find the video after all that I went through. I was like, man, I was going through the videos. I was like, oh, wait a minute, there's a lot of videos up in here today. Like, you know, you don't know how much videos you have until you start looking for something, and you know, you're like, wait a minute, this is overwhelming. Like, I literally had to went through one for one to figure out which one it was, but I did. So like I mentioned to you guys, you know, check in more often, you know, with individuals, with people, or at least make sure that, you know, that you are as present as possible, because we never know what's going to happen. I mean, I know that everybody missed Sister Georgina when she left those chats, because we were so used to and accustomed to seeing her, you know. So anyhow, you know, I still feel a little soft spot. I still like, man, you know, but we didn't know. So I don't know when I'm leaving out. You don't know when you're leaving. Imagine if we knew when we were leaving to the other side, how that would have been. You know, everybody would be stressed. Everybody would be overbearing. Hi, Sister A. Brown. How are you today? Hope all is well with you and the family. And Jinx, let me see. What's Jinx saying? I got a K-pop Demon Hunters. You do? So by the way, guys, you know, I don't know what's going on in the K world. You know, that's the Korean dramas, Korean pop. You know, they're going through the roof right now. I see Jinx is all into it. You know, sometimes, you know, my daughter, she liked my son also, the Demon Hunters, the little cartoon thingy. You know, like I say, these kids these days, everybody is connected to certain things. And once you get all connected into these cartoons and all that stuff, guys, ooh, my goodness, he's stuck. My son loved that. He enjoys it. And as long as nothing crazy is going on, then we'll come out and, you know, but as parents, we always have to sift through what those kids are watching, just because you never know. I'm telling you, in this whole, you know, cinema, you never know what they're throwing out there for you. Like even the Woody, you know, Woody, the little cartoon that you thought was an innocent cartoon, then all of a sudden start pushing certain agendas in the cartoon. So we can't even watch a normal cartoon anymore. First, I remember growing up when they say cartoons, it was like a safe zone for the kids. Like, oh yeah, that's cartoons, because you didn't notice all the extra subliminary messages that they were pushing at that time. But now you got to be cautious. SpongeBob and SpongeBob that you think, Cookie Monster and Cookie Monster, especially Barney and Arnie or whatever they call that. They're not the same anymore. You have to make sure that your kids are watching the right things. Otherwise, you'll be getting questions like, what was going on here? I watch Woody, Toy Story, that last one. I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know. I was shocked. I was like, okay. And then certain things they're pushing, you have to explain your kids like what's going on. Nowadays, it's not how it used to be in the olden time. Everybody was under that, inside, door closed, in the closet. Now everything is out there. So have conversations with your kids. Sometimes they learn things before you're really ready to teach them, because this world right now that we're living in is so much pollution going on, and it's sad, but it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Oh, it's so sad. Yes, sis, I'm well by the grace of God. I'm so glad to hear that you're okay. I'm heading to the car wash. I need to get my car cleaned up before I do start my day. And talking about Reset Tuesday, which is today, sometimes you make plans and you're thinking, this is what I'm going to do for this day, and you start off on a good foot, and then all of a sudden it has to switch up because certain changes. So this morning I was getting ready to come to, do my normal routine before I go to the gym, and then my hubby needed me to drop him off to pick up a car for one of his friends. So that threw me off. I'm so glad that I'm learning to be a little bit more resilient when I get thrown off the rails. I pull myself back real quick. So I ended up letting him like, okay, no problem, because it was last minute. This friend is coming to Hawaii, ship their car, and the timing that they were coming in did not match the timing that place was going to be open. So who they're going to call? The reliable ones, the reliable couple, so they call us to see if we could pick the car up, then go and pick them up at the airport so they can go about their way. And I just want you to know that I was glad that we were able to fit it all in, and I was able to do all of that without all of the extra, twists and turns and getting all confused and discombobulated. We just drop kids off, head up, going all the way over there. And I told my husband, I said, man, it's always good when you find one or two people that you can depend on, regardless of how short that time frame is from one day to the next. He could have find somebody that he know was going to get the job done, and he could have depend on it. So we're in Hawaii is like that dependable couple where everybody knows, just call them, they're going to get the job done. And I was glad we were able to do that. But it's so sad that when it's your turn, when it's your turn, everybody else have, well, we can't, we are a little busy. I got to share the story with you, because I'm not just talking just to talk, because y'all know what I'm talking about. When you're the one that always doing and will roll over backward, and then there's always that one set of people that are always needing you, and then all of a sudden when you need them, they're not available. So I have a neighbor, just an example of a neighbor. They're always going on vacation. So this time we all was going on vacation. So my husband, they asked us last minute, hey, can you guys drop us off at the airport? Well, it's him and all the kids and stuff like that. We said, okay. So we got our car, we dropped them off at the airport. When we got to the airport, dropped them off, they're coming back. The day that they were coming back, mind you, they told us last minute the day that they were supposed to leave, and we shuffled and did our thing. We made it happen because they didn't have nobody to take them to the airport. Give me 1 second, guys. Hi.
Hi, remember?
I sure am. And yep, it better be closer.
There you go.
There you go. Thank you. Sorry about that. So they called us last minute, the day off, them having to leave because none of their little 2 million friends that they had was willing to sacrifice for them, right? We ended up making it happen. The day they were coming back, we were supposed to catch the we were flying out. This is when we were going to Mexico for our vacation last year. No, the beginning of this year, or no, last year, and they were coming back. So the same sacrifice we did the day that they were leaving, mind you, we had to ask another neighbor to pick our son up from the bus stop because the bus do not drive, and it was actually it's 7 of them. So we needed 2 cars, so they needed 2 drivers. Just to give you guys a little heads up, we ended up asking them. My husband was like, "Hey, on your way back, is it possible that you can drop us off at the airport, or you can drive? We'll drive there, our car, because him and his wife could drive, and then you both can come back in your car and my car, so your family can get back home." So we're next to each other. They turned around, guys, and told us they're gonna be tired. They said, "Give me 1 second. Oh my gosh, come on, go in neutral. Neutral. There we go. Are we neutral? Good. Darn. Thank you. Oh. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right. We good. They told us they're going to be tired. Now, I had a fit. I was like, what? Now, we got bent out of shape because we so wanted to make sure that we were assisting our friends, right? Because they needed us last minute. Before they got back, the day they were coming back, we asked them if they could drop us off at the airport, and they refused. They said no, they had to rest up. They couldn't do us the favor. And I told my husband, I said, okay, I don't mind doing favors, but for those type, don't bring them, don't ask me again to help you with your friends, because your friends are a little selfish to me. And we had another neighbor. Now our little Rickham friend, they were always there for us. I miss my Rickham friend, okay? Because they will go the extra mile. We go the extra mile. We all love each other, but they moved. I can't stand when that best neighbor or that close friend that you all already break bread together and they decide they gotta move to another state. You're like, where you going without me? Like, we supposed to move together. Like, how we gonna function here? They told us they were tired, that they needed to rest, so they couldn't do us a favor. So we had to end up Ubering. So I told my husband, I said, the next time they go on vacation, I hope don't ask me to be driving down there in the middle of the night to pick nobody up, because I ain't doing it. And he always said, but you gotta be nice, Paula, you gotta be kind. I said, I'm being kind, but I'm not being a fool. And that's to me as a fool. If I go to act miles for you, sorry, I'm going through the dryer right now with my car wash. I don't know if you can hear it. If you're having an issue, I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. Because this is a story that you have to reset your whole thought process for, okay? Yeah, this is a reset and wake up call, okay? Because sometimes we reset our whole life for individuals that won't do it for you. So you will do it, they're not going to do it for you. So sometimes we must learn to read where writing is not. And read where writing is not. So when they were going the last time, my husband had to kindly turn them down and said, that day I have to pick my son up at a certain time. I think it's best for you guys to find someone else. If they couldn't find nobody else, you know what they had to do? He had to do his own 2 trips to the airport. And not that we were trying to get back at him in a bad way. Well, not me. My husband didn't tell me about it. He just knew he couldn't come and ask me to go, umpteen time of the night to drop nobody off, because they had already burnt me. And then their neighbor, they're not close. So if they're moving or they're leaving, you don't never know. You only see them on the YouTube streets when they are on their stories that they're somewhere else, but you're next to them and they will say, I'm leaving tomorrow. You don't know, but they want to know when you leave. When you're leaving, well, you didn't tell me you were leaving. Oh, I didn't know you were leaving. Why you want to know where I'm leaving? You never told me when you were leaving, But anyway, guys, sometimes we must not pay wickedness for wickedness. Not that you do it intentionally, but I just feel like sometimes people want to know all your stuff and they ain't letting go theirs. We don't know when you're going, so why are you so concerned about when we leave? Anyway, this year they ended up driving twice, and they probably felt bad for leaving us out there in the cold when we sacrificed for them, and then they didn't access this round. Last year they tried and access, and my husband told them, well, you know, we were not able to because that same time at 3 my son had to be picked up, which was true, and I had to work because I had a lot going on. Girlfriend, my dreams were coming through like back to back, boom, 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 and I needed money, so I couldn't just go and waste my time for somebody to say thank you. I was not ready there. I wasn't ready then, and I had to focus. So I was really focused. If you all saw me last year, I was focused. I got the job done. I finished my project. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That's another thing that I resetted in my life on a Tuesday. And guys, it took me how much months? Let me see, about 7 months. And I got it done. It was finished. So one project that I was focusing on ended up with 4 different projects, and I finished the 4th project last week. So we are good to go when it comes to resetting. I keep telling you guys that things that you need to reset in your life, it could be small things. I needed to reset not overeating. I needed to reset my thought process on how I respond. I needed to do a lot of resets when it comes to, you know, even my gig in the gig economy. You know, when you're working, you had to reset the thought process, reset how you're going to make your money smarter instead of harder. Now, I don't know about you and DoorDash, but I could tell y'all, DoorDash has been very rude. I dropped out of the platinum ship because I was like, y'all are playing. Why y'all playing games? Nobody need to play games during the platinum ship. They have you still trying to funnel around for $4 orders for no reason, okay? When you're in platinum ship, I feel like all the $4 orders, all the $5 orders need to like eliminate when you hit platinum, because you got to sustain 100 deliveries on platinum ship. Guys, I'm on gold and I make just as much money on gold right now because I ain't stressing about no 100 deliveries to be having no carrot dingle in front of me trying to tell me I needed to keep up in order to get $4 orders. I could get $4 orders on my gold ship, okay? You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, that's another tangent. So the Lyft for me has been working tremendously. So for those that ask questions or feeling a little concerned about, oh, should I drive my car? Should I drive people around? I only take 2 to 3 people. You know, I don't take a lot of people. Hello, Sister Dawn. How are you today? Hope all is well with you. Girl, Sister Dawn, Sister Elvira is making bourbon pasta, and I just told her she needs to send us some or send me the recipe. I'm gonna have to figure out how to make that. I think you were making some, sister, with the wine. There's a wine thing that you can make. I don't know, those fancy cooking, but oh, that sounded so good. Oh, but anyhow, ladies, like I mentioned to you guys today, Reset Tuesday, I resetted how I was thinking when it comes to my car. I resetted that because I had to check myself. I needed to get my car washed first in order for me. Oh, vodka sauce. Girl, you see how I know nothing. You look at me. Talking about what it's not no bourbon. It is vodka sauce. I tasted bourbon chicken before, a marinated thing, but it's vodka sauce pasta. That sounds so delicious. I want the recipe, Elvira. Send me the recipe. Thank you so much. It's in a jar. It's in a jar? I thought you made it from scratch. Look at me promoting you as the black belt in chef, and you made it from scratch. I thought you made it from scratch. It's a jar. Wow. Okay, it's in a jar. I've never seen that before. Never tired of it. You tried it too? Sister Paris, how are you today? Welcome in. It's a Sister Dawn said vodka sauce is so good. Oh my God, Sister Shelly. Hey, how's everybody doing? Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to go and wipe the back of my car because I just came out of the car wash. You all chit chat in these comments until I come. Paulette is getting ready to go to make her money. But in the meantime, I just wanted to come on Reset Tuesday so you all could be thinking. Just think about what you want to do next for this week and execute it, okay? I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. I just had to wipe down that car. Now she is all set. Hello, Sister Paris. Welcome into Life with Paulette. Today's Reset Tuesday. If you're just coming in, go ahead and hit that like button. I'll appreciate it. But today we're talking about Reset Tuesday, and I was just sharing some stories in regards to, the things we go through in life, and how people will always try to shortcut you but want you to be there in full effect. So learning lessons for today was you try, but that flesh just want to do it. You try not to pay it forward with give them the taste of their own medicine. You try hard, but sometimes just gotta do just a little smidgen, but and then pray about it afterward. But you just, my neighbor, I love him dearly, but sometimes I just gotta tell him, and then they'd be like, okay, Paulette. They get annoyed with me, but it's okay. But I do miss my Rican neighbor. In itself. So let me see. Blessing. Okay, they're talking. Okay, sis, I'll definitely be keeping you in prayer, Sister Shelly. Oh, Sister Shelly, what's going on? I'm getting ready for my last surgery on May 4th. So keep me in prayers. Yes, Sister Shelly, you guys, if you guys are just coming in, make sure you keep Sister Shelly in prayer. Sister Shelly have her channel as well. Go ahead and follow Sister Shelly. Sister Elvira. Sister Elvira, share the channel. I think you open up a new channel with all those pretty paintings. Oh my gosh, you're so creative though, but that's your hot spot. She does a great, amazing job at being very creative when it comes to paintings and stuff. So I think she have another channel where she is coloring. She's coloring. So go ahead and support Sister Elvira over there. And you can share your page, Sister Elvira, so that way they can go over there, your new page that you created on that. I can't remember the name of it. I think I saw a little piece of it while I was going through, today. But prayers to Sister Shelly. Everything is going to go well, Sister Shelly. You just how the fate. And let's keep Sister Shelly up in prayer and encourage that she's going to have a safe and, a healthy recovery throughout her surgery on the 4th. Sister Eve, your pics is lovely. Yes. It's called, I'm driving now. So whatever Sister EFP put there, I think she does an amazing job of her creativity. Go ahead, and if you love painting or coloring, just go ahead over there, and the other thing, sis, you be coming on all hours in the morning, 2 o'clock. I'm like, girl, go to bed. What time you sleep? Because I be missing the lives. I'm not getting any. Maybe I need to unsubscribe and subscribe again. My no notification, I get there after the live. I'm like, well, what time are you coming on that channel? But anyhow, I'll figure something out. But yes, guys, if you like painting, coloring, anything that you like to focus in on, spending some time with yourself and you need some company, go ahead and follow Sister Elvira, because she be up all hours of the night, the oink of the morning, doing, that's her therapy. Okay, I call that her therapy session. So if you need a little friend while coloring and making you laugh, I would highly suggest you go over there and get yourself a coloring book and go over there and get yourself declog and dethug your brain, so that way you can be fresh for the morning. Now, like I say, she will have to tell you what time she want to get on there. She comes on so that way you guys can be in sync. For all the non-sleepers out there, but I'll be in bed by 8 o'clock over here, okay? Girl, my brother calls me, and he always get upset because I'm like, brah, when you see 8 o'clock, which is 8 o'clock Hawaii time, which is probably like 1 o'clock his time or you guys' time, he's still up because he don't sleep either. Oh my gosh, that boy don't sleep. He can be up all night till the morning, and he'll sleep for a few hours and he's good to go again. I'll be looking like zombie. I couldn't do that. But for me, when 7:55 comes, he said, you better give me another 30 minutes. So last night he had me on there until 8:30. And I said, Eric, I am tired. Like, why you not going to bed? He said, but I can't sleep. You could give me another 30 minutes. You'll be all right. This morning, guess what, guys? I woke up late. Because I didn't get my little sleep in, because I'm here, entertaining my brother. And I told him, I said, why is it that I'm the one have to put you to bed all the time? He's like, well, when I ask questions and stuff, I just like to hear the people talk to me. I said, well, brah, you need to have like 2 million kids so that way they can talk to you at night, because your sister need her rest. My beauty sleep, I need it. Okay. But anyhow, if you guys are interested in doing coloring, go ahead and support Sister Elvira over there, and she will share with you the times that she comes on, and she will share with you the times that she will be available to do the little coloring. But it's beautiful and very creative how she mix and blend those colors and get everything in there. So go on there and follow the something pixel, or I don't want to mess the name up, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all go over there, and she put it in the comments, and keep Sister Shelly in prayers, because like I say, we need all the prayers that we need so that way we can stay strong in this world. Because right now, one day we are here, next day we are no longer here. And like Minister Mars always talk about, let's stay prayed up. So we're gonna pray for Sister Shelly on the 4th. She's going into her surgery, and you're gonna go in there, you're gonna slide in there, sis, and you're gonna slide right back out. Okay, healthy, and all's gonna go well. That's how we gonna speak. That's what we doing. Sister Paris said, I had terrible insomnia last night too. I found putting a small piece of sweet gum in your mouth put me to sleep most of the time. Oh, really? Gum? And I chew gum every day. When I was growing up, I loved gum, and they would always tell me, Paulette, why are you eating gum? Why you have to chew? I chew gum like I'm depressed, girl. I'll be chewing. And all of a sudden, my mom said one day, she said, you look like you got nerves trouble, girl. Why are you chewing your gum like that? But I didn't know that it put you to sleep. No wonder I sleep like a baby at night. 8 o'clock, I'm out. Okay, I chew all day, and by 8 o'clock, Paulette is gone. She out. Okay, don't talk to me after 8 o'clock. But yes, go keep Sister Shelly in your prayers, guys. We need to be more connected, more close. And, at the end of the day, keep everybody in prayers. Even if we don't know what's going on, you can give silent prayers. You don't got to know everything. Just send out some silent prayers out there, because people need them. We all need a little silent prayer. Send a few silent prayers to me too. I'll be like, and Sister Paulette, Lord, don't forget her. Remember me, okay? Because I need all the prayers necessary, especially when you have those friends that last minute telling you to do all their chores for them. But anyway, that's another story. But yes, guys, let's keep each other in prayer. Go ahead, if you guys have it's up a little bit later than the average, and you're trying to figure out what you want to do, just go ahead and follow Sister Elvira new coloring book page. I don't know. Let me get the name. You know what? Let me pull over and say the name correctly, because I don't want to mess up the name. It's something. Hold on. Give me 1 second, because they be getting at me when I don't read it right. Oh my God, I got to read it right. I got to be saying it right. I'm going to say it right. Let me get it right. I'm going to pull over on this end. I'm going to pull right up in here so I can get it right. Okay. Okay, she pulling now. Let's see what is going on. Sister Paris says she was truly saddened by the news of Georgina. Yes, I think we all were very saddened by the news of Sister Georgina, because we didn't know. I'm gonna be honest, and my video that me and her had, our last video, it was on October 16th. That was the last time I spoke like on chats when she came into chats. And I remember telling her, I said, Georgina, if I see you, I don't know if you have gray hair, you could be walking around with a cane behind me and I wouldn't even know you. And she laughed and stuff. And I would be like, I want to see your face. I remember I had her this close to turning on her video, but I don't know what happened. You all know back in the day, I didn't know nothing was going on with the media. My thing would just cut out and cut back in. It was muting. It was just a whole craziness. I'm doing a little bit better now once I found out that you need to plug in your headphones and get another phone so that way you're not doing two things together. It works better. But, it was just shocking for me. I didn't know. So keep her family in prayer, as well as, once I saw a little bit of the little service that they had for her, and came to find out, her age. Finally, I found out her age when she was born, because, they're going to share that on the obituary. It's just sad that all those little, we will say normal, simple little things we had to find out after death. I was like, wow, I didn't know that your age until somebody out there, on your obituary had to share it with us, and then we came to find out she seemed to be someone that wherever she was at, she touched a lot of lives. I guess her bubbly personality or her spontaneous speech or whatever, wherever she was at, she got a lot of love, in her area. So, but she's no longer here with us. And according to when she passed, it was probably be, I would say, a few weeks, probably 2.5, maybe 3 weeks right after the last live that I had that she was on. So, that's how quick that, just like that, we be gone, just like that, so fast. I mean, it's just, it's mind blowing, guys. And it's, yeah, I'm sad too. Yes. Sister Abraham. Sister Paris said, me too, sister. Okay, let's see. I had terrible insomnia. Okay, yes. The only time you'll see me get like insomnia that I can't sleep, or even if you want to call that insomnia, is basically when I have like coffee or I have a tea late evenings. I'll be up all night. I could be up all night. The other thing that used to get me with where I couldn't sleep at all, and I don't think you could call that insomnia, it's just that you just attached to whatever you're watching. Like when Games of Thrones came on, I was attached. And when the season just dropped on Netflix that they were for free, girl, I went through like 3 to 4 seasons nonstop. It was one day to the next day. I was hooked. And then I start to get attached to the K-dramas, and I'm going to be here to confess to y'all, it's just different. The K-dramas compared to American drama, where they're trying to show you everything other than the Bible, it's totally different. It's a different world. They're very, they're very reserved. Yes, as a grown person watching a K-drama, you're like, okay, you could assume, okay, that's what they're trying to say, or this is what they're trying to say. However, though, their culture is so much different from the Western culture, and I just think that the way that they do their drama, just you get attracted to it so quick. It all saying the same thing. You have these marriages where it was planned before you were born, probably after you were born, and you have to marry a contract wedding with this one, and once you get into the contract, and then they all fall in love and they don't want to divorce afterwards. But for them, that's normal, that contract lifestyle where, okay, I'm gonna contract you for 2 years and then you just leave and there's no attachment. It's like, wow, they have a totally different mindset. But the whole thing is, it does attach you start to see it, and then you stay attached to it. So I had to detach myself from the scenario. Once you start watching other things and that's more less than crazy, then makes life more better. But it's totally a different world. It's very like missionary. It's not out there wild like how the Western world is, and you do get attached to the characters and who they are, even though they all sound the same, the Xing Shang and the Zhang Xing and Jing Zhong, and you hear all the different names. You're like, oh my gosh, they sounded like, they look alike, but you know what? The way that they portray themselves, their culture, the way that they resolve their scenarios is totally different from the way that we do it on this end. So it's just, I just wanted to share that with you guys, since you guys may or may not know when Paulette don't sleep, what she probably be doing, just probably on a K-drama. But that was way back then, not right now. I don't have no time to do anything but sit back and just work, work, go home, be a mother, be a father. Sister Shelley said, Paris, I cried for her because it just shocked me. As a holiness, we need to do better at checking on people we know in these chat rooms and our temples. Amen. I agree to that, Sister Shelley. We got to do a little better at checking in. We got to do now. Sometimes we don't have all or everybody's information, but at least most of the time, the chats. Like I remember one time, when I realized that, hey, where is Georgina at? Everybody was in the chats trying to ask, and because she was so reserved, not everybody had her phone number, not everybody had her email, but the ones that did had her information. They were reaching out and trying to figure out, what happened, what's going on and stuff like that. And Brother Tony was the first one to come out. I don't know how he got his information, but I'm glad that he did share that, so we can all be informed of what really, we don't know what happened. We just know that sis is no longer here. And, it's just mind blogging for me, especially because I was used to her being in the chats. So it's just saddening. Oh boy. Yes, true. If even without contact, as you said, we can inquire on the chats. Yes, I definitely agree. We can inquire on the chats. I remember it was a time where Sister Davis had disappeared too, and I was in the chat like, wait a minute, where is Sister Davis? Hi, Big Smart, where you been? I haven't seen you in a long time on these YouTube streets. I wonder myself where she was too, Sister Shelley. What did I miss? Where she was? According to Brother Tony, he basically said that she lived in Canada. I thought she used to live in New Jersey or some part of New York, but I guess I was wrong. She lived in Canada, and that was information that was not released until after death that I didn't know. I wasn't privy to it. So with that, you're learning as you go, individuals, you're learning a little bit about her now, and she was in Canada. And then if you watch the service, you'll start, you'll be like, oh, okay. But, I'm not going to put all that out there. If you guys have the link, go so watch it. And, it was just like, wow. Okay. Yeah, that kind. Yes. Paulette Wide. What happened? Paulette Wide? Who said Paulette Wide? I wonder. EFP, what's going on? Explain what's Paulette Wide. Did I say something? Hold on, let me check. Let me go plug in my car. That way I can be in the chat. What you saying, Sister EFP Paulette Wide? You mean my square back? I'll be back. I don't know what Sister EFP is saying. this. Let's see, Paulette Wide. Yo! Paulette Wide. What you doing means that you doing. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, what you doing? Oh. Yo no sé, yo no entiendo. No sé qué está diciendo, Sister Elvira. Sister Elvira, you know you gotta. She said, what you doing? Girl. You know, Sister Paris. Like, we gonna lie. I don't know what the what I know what W. I'm aware of what W. What you doing means. Okay. But something with Paulette Wide. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna be honest with you, sister. I don't know what that is. But anyway, y'all already know this wide bat's gonna be shrink in a little couple months. Give me a few more months. I'll be coming here looking like a stick, okay? I know you didn't mean that. There was something else in there Sister Elvira was referring to. I remember I was on my live once and there was a comment came in and they said, oh, I didn't know that pigs drive. That was, let me tell you guys, last year, when I see my videos from last year, oh my God, I said, oh, what you doing? No, I know what you're doing. I know the why, but up top you asked a question and said Paulette Wide, and I said what? And I said, yeah, you talking about my big back, but yes, you know, people will come in. That's why I think Sister Elvira has showed me how to put it on like 10 minutes, and they had to the subscribers only. Because people will distract you with some crazy things. And some days you don't want nobody to talk about your big back. Why y'all not helping me out in the chat? Says, I know what you mean. What do you mean? I know what that means. That's okay. I'm just a comedian right now, okay? Okay. Well, she said, it's an acronym. Yes, I know what you do. What you doing. I know that acronym. I know that. I know that, sis. It's okay. I know that one. Oh, I got a good one. 18, 19, 20. Okay. I'm going to take that to Herman. Hello. Yes. Why y'all not helping Sister Elvira? I understand what the WYD means. I understand that one. And I was just cracking. Being funny. That's all. I just saw the why. Sister Forrest! We got it, Sister Elvira. It's all right. You know, I think on the beginning of the week, it's just one of those days where you just laugh, okay? It's comedian. It's a comedian. It's just nonchalant, nothing. I understood what you were saying. I was just messing around with you, okay? We were just playing with Sister Elvira, and I'm glad all y'all got it, okay? See, Sister Paris is hollering, okay? Because that's the other thing too. A lot of times, you know, on this channel, we don't take nothing serious. You know, we take nothing serious over here. And life is short, so we gotta laugh a little bit. One thing you're gonna do before you leave here, you're gonna laugh at some foolishness I'm gonna say, or you know, as long as you don't leave crying, I'm good. Okay, you're gonna laugh, you're gonna just learn something, you're gonna be feeling encouraged and inspired, and laughing is good for the soul. You know, we need that, you know. That's all. So let's laugh it all. You know, I understood what she meant the first time. I was just messing with her. That's all. Alrighty. But guys, with that being said, 50 minutes already. Why nobody said anything to me? Y'all should have said something. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for y'all today. I just got a ride. I'm going to go and get my money. You know, I'm doing Lyft today. I'm gonna go get my money, and then I'll be back with you guys. Sister Elvira, drop your link again. Go follow Sister Elvira coloring page. Wait, she left it. It's some pixel thing. Let me see. Let me read. That's what I was to do. I forgot what I was supposed to do in the first place. You see how short-term memory. It's called SF Soft Pixels, but it's abbreviation SFS Pixels, and that's her page where she's up all night, she's not sleeping, and she's coloring. So if you're sleeping a little later than average, then just chime in and get your coloring book and go and color with her. But you need to get those coloring pencils, because those coloring pencils that she has, basically, I don't even have those colors. I think they're special. Are they special pencils? If they're special pencils, then you're gonna have to let us know where to get the pencils. I may end up coloring with you guys on my K drama nights. You know, I probably color with you all while I listen to the girl who married the billionaire and didn't know, and then all of a sudden he fell in love with her and she fell in love with him. You know, a little love story that everybody wish you coulda, woulda. You know, I may probably chime in with you guys with my little coloring book. But yes, go ahead, follow her. Pray for Sister Dawn and myself and Sister Shelly and Sister Abram, Paris, EFP, everybody else that's up in this. Go pray for everybody. Send out some silent prayers, call out names. Everybody needs prayer right now. As y'all see, today we're here, tomorrow we're gone. We're gone, okay? And shout out to all of you guys. Girl, I was a GOAT fan too. You were the GOAT fan? Okay, they are having conversation, okay? Alrighty then, I'm off of here. I'll see you all on the next one. I love you guys so much. Thanks for supporting this channel. Make sure you support your other brothers and sisters as well. They have amazing content, awesome channels on their stuff. Sister Shelly have her own channels. EFP have her own channel. I'm not sure if any other ones in these comments have their own channels, but if you do have your own channels, drop it in the comments so people go and follow your stuff. Listen, this YouTube streets is for everybody, okay? Everybody get a little piece, okay? Because people, little group, they're gonna attach to what they feel comfortable with, okay? I may not be everybody else's cup of tea. However, though, you may be Sister Elvira cup of tea. You may be Sister Shelly cup of tea. You know, find your nice sweet tea, your little tender tea, your no sugar tea. Figure out where you want to be and go ahead and support, okay? I love y'all. Deuces. I'll see you all on the next one. Bye bye, babies. A bitty goodie if I gotta make this money. And you all have a great